Hey everyone, this is Assetto Corsa looking absolutely fantastic, and as you can see by the title and the thumbnail, I'm going to be showing you how to install the new Sky DC filter, and that is of course the Drive Club filter. But before we get into all that amazing goodness and I'll show you how to create these brilliant graphics, let's jump into Assetto Corsa and just take a look at a new car. And this has literally been released today when the video is released, and this is the Audi RS3 from 2020. This is by MNBA and B Gilly. So of course we all know the Audi RS series. This comes with 400 brake horsepower, 480 Newton meters of torque, and it will do 174 miles an hour. It also has 11 skins, and it has lots of CSP goodies that you would expect from MNBA. This is a free mod, by the way, as it's said down below in the description. But it also comes with things like adaptive brake lights, full damage model, which is really good to see on an Assetto Corsa mod. It's got wiper shake, exhaust glow, and real life data was used actually in the construction of the mod. So it's a great looking and great feeling mod, perfect for the showcase today. And this one is linked in the description, so just click on that link, download and drag into Content Manager, and you are ready to go. Most of you that watch my videos on a regular basis will know my go-to settings. So I'm running currently CSP Preview 180346, the latest version, public release version of Pure 190 with a high-res sky domes, and I'm running Pure Candy PP filter. Today we're going to be focusing on the PP filter and our video and CSP settings, and that's where we're going to bring in our modder today. But before we do that, we need to take a look at another game on another system just to see what the modder is actually trying to achieve. So if you've never played this game before, you don't know what it is, I'll just give you a very quick bit of background. So this is Drive Club, that was originally released on the PlayStation 4 in 2014, October 2014. It's actually a very fun game, and I played it a lot when the PlayStation 4 was originally released and this game came out. This is on PlayStation 5, by the way, but the bit that I want you to look at is this piece here. So as Drive Club comes out of the tunnel, we get this saturation glare, and it's a real feature of this game and how the graphics actually work. And so the PP filter today from Axe Moya is actually here to try and recreate that look and feel and some of the cool features that Drive Club has in the way that its graphics are set up. So this came out about 5 days ago as this video is released, and this is Sky DC 0.3, and you'll know Axe Moya because he's actually created Sky GT, which is a fantastic PP filter too. So let's take a read of what he's got here. So this is by far the most instrumental update for DC to capture the DC vibe, DC obviously being Drive Club. This update took me a long time to configure. It introduces a new feature not done on any other PP filters, and then it introduces blinding light. So this is by far the most important feature needed to be made because it literally is what Drive Club has on the graphics. It's an exposure style that is just Drive Club and unique. It is very strong, sensitive and gorgeous. When light is too strong for the camera, the overall game gets more contrast, and this causes the blinding light effect that you can see when you come out of that tunnel in the footage we just saw. Now I'm going to show you that in the Assetto Corsa game. It's not something that's been done on a PP filter before, and it's not something that I believe is part of Pure, as the modder has actually said here. So if you want more information about this, please do drop on their Patreon side or contact them directly, because they have got lots of information and there are some videos out there as well. I will link to those down in my description. Now there are a couple of known issues with this. Obviously it's still in development and it's not a free mod, it is a paid for mod. It's a couple of pounds a month to support the modder, but obviously if you pay once you can download this, and I'm going to show you now how to install it. So once you've actually downloaded the files, you're going to download two sets of files. The first one is the actual PP filter itself, and you can see I've got it up on the screen here. I've exported it to my desktop, and what I'm going to do is copy that system file that's inside there once you've extracted it into the root directory of Assetto Corsa. It's all pretty standard stuff. Now because this is a new PP filter for me, and it will be for you if you've not installed this before, it will just copy and paste over and it won't give you any notifications. That's all done. Now the other set of settings that we've got here are some CSP and video settings. So this is the modder actually giving you their settings, and what I would recommend is that you actually install these or run these to get the best out of this PP filter if you're going to use it on a long-term basis. So here we go then, we've got the Sky Max CSP settings there. We've also got a couple of video settings. I'm going to use the Sky Max video setting as well. If you've got a lower spec system, obviously use the Sky Medium. So how do we install these? Well, the CSP one is really easy. You literally bring up Assetto Corsa on Content Manager and you're just going to drag and drop that into there. So if we go into the CSP settings folder again and just double click on there, and you'll see you've got that little cog, that SkyMax 180 little cog file there. We're just going to copy it over, and I'm going to click on apply and save here, but you can click on apply and save, apply only, save only, or cancel. So apply and save for me, that's going to put those settings in place and save them for me. Now the next thing to do is to go back into the video settings, and these are really easy because you literally just double click on them. So I'm going to double click here on the Sky Max settings, and again it brings you the same options up, and I'm just going to click on apply and save. So that piece is all done now. Do remember, if you are going to use these, do save your previous presets before you do it. It's always wise to keep those saved anyway, and then if you do mess anything up in CSP settings, you can just load your previous settings back up and you're ready to go again. Now I've just gone into settings and Assetto Corsa here, and you can see I'm running Pure Candy at the moment, but I have got Sky DC3 now installed, so I'm not going to put it on here. I'm going to go in game and change it in game so you can see that. So let's jump back on to Shotoko in the RS3, and I'm just going to pull up in the same spot that I was at before. Now I am still running Pure Candy here, but I have installed, remember, those CSP and video settings, so already it looks a little bit different from my standard setup. Let's take a look down all of the PP filters that I've got installed. These are since I've been running the channel, actually 3 years of PP filters. I know some of you will have lots more, by the way, but I'm going to go into the Sky section and I'm clicking now Sky DC, and there you have it. So remember, we've got the CSP settings and the video settings from the modder, and now we've actually put the PP filter in, and I think already this looks really nice. Remember, we're trying to grab the look and feel of that previous Drive Club footage. I also do understand, having the channel for 3 years, that PP filters are a very subjective thing. It's all about what you like and what your eyes like too, and again also what track you're going to be running. So with Shotoko, you've got all of these underpasses, overhangs and tunnels, and you can really start to see the way that the sky is glaring here as you come out from under the overhang and into the open air. This is a really good example here. So as I go into this tunnel, you can see that it darkens and the glare goes. The focus is then on the tunnel, but you can also see the blinding lights that the modder is talking about here actually happening at the end of this tunnel. It does depend as well on the adjustments that you make, so I'm using full defaults here. As I come out of the tunnel, you can see the light changing, and then it will come back into focus and the contrast and the blinding light reduces. It's a really nice effect, and remember, Sky DC is a PP filter that uses everything Assetto Corsa has to offer graphically. So that's light bounce, VAO patches, extra effects, and all sorts of other things. It is very bright and sensitive as a PP filter because it mimics the Drive Club very sensitive exposure tech. It's not perfect, of course. We know there's still some development to go on to this, and you might need to adjust some of the exposure target and sensitivity settings depending how you want it to run. You can do all that in the PP tab of Pure Config. So at the beginning of the video you saw that amazing rain footage, and I've got more of that at the end of this video, so do remember to check that out. But for rain, blinding lights also takes effect, so you can see its effect between sunrise and morning time, or whenever the camera is looking at the overexposed sky. Also, when the blinding light happens, all electrical lights are affected and there's a substantial contrast increase there. So this is something you can play about with. Also, if you want to play the game now in third person, you will get more effects, obviously, because you can see more of the surroundings. But I just wanted to show you this driving footage, like just there, when I came out of the tunnel, you can see the blinding light happening. And as I turn around this corner and go into the next tunnel, you'll see the contrast change as that happens. You can see the car in front, and also the way that the interior of the car that I'm driving actually changes. And again, then out of the other side of the tunnel. This is all on default settings. You can play about with these settings, and of course you can make it look and feel exactly as you want to. That's the beauty of Assetto Corsa. So I've mentioned rain a couple of times in this video. Let's take a look around this Audi RS3 when we've got puddles on the ground and actually rain happening. I'm sure most of you would agree this is a great addition to the PP filters on Assetto Corsa. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for all your continued support. Thank you to the modders involved today, and giving the video a like really helps me out with YouTube. See you soon, guys.